Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today here at the Michigan Cannabis Industry Association. I am Ida Pearlie, the Deputy Director and Patient Advocate. And today joining us, we have Luann Sun. She is the first woman micro business owner in the state of Michigan. We're so excited to have her joining us today and just getting to learn her story and why she's in cannabis. And she's really successful. And so let's get her on here. Hey there, Luann. How are you today?
Good. How are you, Ida? Thank you for interviewing me, give me opportunity to share my experience.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us today. Real quick, I just want to give a highlight and shout out. You are on the cover of our magazine.
Yeah. Thank you for the work.
Yes, yes, we did a whole feature on you. And the thing I love about our magazine is it is sent out to all of the licensees within the state of Michigan. So even if they're not a member of ours, it's going out to all of the licensees, which is so cool to me because we are in the
Yeah.
cannabis industry.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah.
It is, it is. So, Luann, you are from China, from Beijing. Can you tell me a little bit about growing up there and what led you to come to the US, to the States?
Sure. So I grew up in Beijing. I went to college in Shanghai. In early 1990s, I think China started opening up about economy. So they connecting to the Western world, like United States. So at that time, my ex-husband and I were just graduated a couple years, and we decided to explore the different world. We didn't want to just settle in there for the rest of our life. So we came to Western Michigan University. Both of us had a scholarship to study as an undergraduate student program in the mechanical engineering in Western.
Okay, so I went to Western too.
Oh yeah, go Broncos!
Go Broncos.
Yeah, where we enjoyed school, and so that's the story. I know it's a short story, but that's how we came to the United States. That was about
Okay,
30 years ago, 31 years
30,
ago. Yeah.
30 okay.
31
So
years.
you said you graduated with mechanical engineer?
Yeah, I did an undergraduate study in China. Then I had my master degree from Western.
Okay.
Yes, true. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Now, can you tell me a little bit about like how did you get into cannabis? Are you a user yourself?
Um, well, I didn't get to the business, the cannabis, at all until early 2018. So
Okay.
my ex and I divorced 2005. So 2000, so I've been single parent, single mom with two daughters, and with doing in 2008 I have my own company doing the importing, the sourcing, and distribution. My live-in boyfriend Mike, he's also a licensed engineer. He did a lot of grow facilities about that time, 2017, 18. So he talked to me a couple of times. Then I was, I wasn't user at all. I didn't understand cannabis before 2018. I did have an opportunity to attend this, it called the licensing boost camp in Troy in early 2018. I think that opened up a lot for me. That 2 days conference includes the commercial grower, commercial processor, security transportation, retailers. Of course, some of them from Colorado or California, and even cannabis CPA, attorneys. There's compliance consultant. So after that, I just feel this is really very legit business. I wasn't what I thought before. On top of that, and I was introduced many programs about medical benefit, how that save people's lives, how that treat people's emotional or physical issues. Little by little, I I I made my decision, to enter that business. It was a hard decision because I like to do things because this is new to me. So it's not like engineering. Oh, I have a distribution engineering. I've been to school 4 years, 2 years. This is a brand new. You have to learn so many. There's so much to learn. It was hard decision, but I did make decision in early February 2018. Yeah, February 2018. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I love the fact that you yourself don't have a personal experience using cannabis other than you were able to see and understand the quality of life and how others need it to use as a form of medicine. And so I commend you. I think that, that's really important to understand and convey that you were able to look past, upbringing and cultural, whatever, your own viewpoints and keep an open mind and understand there is something to this.
Yeah, there's something good to that, something
Yes.
beneficial. So
Yes.
that it will change my mind so much just in that 2-3 months. Of course, after that, there's continual study. So I applied for caregiver license with a couple patients because you can't. I didn't want to just go in commercial right away. I feel there's a lot of learning about the patient's needs. What is a good cannabis? What is good plants? So I learned, I think, a couple years before I starting looking at the properties, the opportunities. But this experience really helped me go into the business.
Yeah. Well, and again, I love how you're patient driven and patient focused. Is that what led you to the micro business model?
So the
Yep.
micro business give you the opportunity to grow and in the retail. I think this is the only license you can do vertical of everything. Of course, if you're good at the processing, it's part of that. If you're good at making edibles or infuse the product, it's also part of it. You don't need a separate license. So that is the one thing I feel. Um, I I didn't know the difficulties, that much difficulties. I feel this is I like to use my knowledge to make just about everything under the same license. I think that might be the one to for me to get into the business, the micro business.
I love that because yeah, like you said, you're able to capitalize on your own skills, and you're bringing like an artisan type brand and product to the market
Yes, and just
in your own
yes,
dispensary.
exactly. Yeah, I think that's the only way. Otherwise, you have to have multiple license. Of course, with the limited funds, I wouldn't be able to do it by myself.
Right,
Um,
right. I love the fact that you started out as a caregiver and truthfully, all of our board members and the majority of our members all started out as caregivers.
Really good
Again,
to
it's
know.
yeah, it's bringing that quality of life available to everybody.
Sure. And I think
Yeah.
that was the backbone of the cannabis business in Michigan. We start from that. So
Yes.
um,
Yep. I just have to say, when we came to visit your store, it is, I love your store.
thank you, Ida. Thank you for
You,
yeah,
yes, you
your
have the
encouragement.
light up sign. I mean, it's very retro. It's just, it's inviting. You want to come into it. It's upbeat. Um, and now where's your grow in comparison to your retail space?
So the property I purchased were um, the there are multiple stories. We use the basement, which is 3,200 square foot, entire basement as grow, and it was designed as just grow. The main floor we divide into half. Uh, First half was for retail, sales. The other half we made a processing room and a commercial kitchen and little packaging area. So everything just fully utilized. There's no waste at all. I wish I have more space, but it's just perfect for
Hmm.
for the micro business.
I love that. And you're successful. You're making it thrive. That's really cool to see.
It's not easy. It's still not
No,
easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, you're essentially you're putting all your eggs into one basket.
Correct. I didn't want to. So I just did whatever, my own capital. That I didn't
Hmm.
have. It's hard to it's hard to work with another investor for that. For the small business. So there's no way out when I decide to do it. Just do 120%. Um, I think February we opened the door to today. I feel we learned so much, we improved so much. Um, I think it's a good model for certain entrepreneurs. Um, we just have to the make us more strategic planning to make it better and better.
Hmm. Yeah. So you just said you opened in February of 2021. Is that correct?
Correct, this year, yes.
How did that go for you opening up? How was that?
I think try to tell people. A lot of people ask me about micro business during the course. I think after all, you are a dispensary. You are competing with all the sales dispensaries, so you
Right.
have to have a plan to sell. So we start from zero. We were not franchise. We're not big corporation. We're just small local stores. So we developed our customers. That is the most important. You're not just grow. If you grow, you can't sell. It's not sustainable. So think
Right.
about, you have to have a good sales strategy to make the best out of it. You have to make money. You have to increase your sales. So we gained the customer base significantly. Yeah, but we start from zero, so there's nothing we could do to advertising to have a lot of people to onboard. So that's just something you have to be patient, to do the right thing to gain the customers.
Hmm. Well, you also have to have enough of a customer base, of a following. And how is that for you? Like, you have a lot of repeat customers, or do you have new customers?
We have both. We do have a lot of repeat customers. The new
Okay.
customer will Our goal is to become repeat customers. So we have a sales strategy. We gave the first time customer discount. Um, of course, if you discount your product is not good, they still don't come, or your service terrible, they still don't come. So you just have to have a good product support sales, good customers to gain the sales. So we try to improve every day. It's just everyday things. Because nobody in our group opened a retail before. So it's just a really good learning experience. And we had good stories about customer support. You guys support when you come visit us. So it is very, I think it's very um, positive path in the last 8 9 months. We learned so much, and because the support, it gave us motivation to do better, to improve ourselves to the next level.
I like that. I like that a lot. What can you tell me some of the products that you carry? Because I know that you have to be real specific in your products because you're making all of them.
Correct. So first so out of 150 plants, including the veg, it's
Right.
really not much. So we
No.
have to. So we learn, what in the beginning we just have so many, so strings. It is what it is. Then we learn which one will be grow better. Customer, you have to grow. You have a good yield. You try to have a good THC. Quite try to get something desirable. Then you have what customer like. So you combine what this customer likes and what you can grow good. So we've been, but a grow take long time. Each cycle takes so long. So we learned a little bit. The next cycle we do a little bit better, and the third cycle we do a little bit better. So to the point, and also each strain, each harvest need to be tested. So you have to consider the cost of testing, the
Right.
cost of, you have to combine so many things to become your part of your business plan. These are the things I didn't know in day one. So we learned. I think that experience make us to plan and grow better next year or in the future. We spend so much money on testing, but
Yeah.
I know it's a huge cost to us. Because I did talk to, I think when during your visit, I did talk to the group, to other commercial growers. They have 500 plant, 1,500, 2,000, stacked 3,000. We have just that. So we
Right.
spend, just say average $500 cost for we do each string maybe 4 pounds, 5 pounds, versus other people maybe 50 pounds. So the
Hmm.
percentage of cost to the flower is a lot more than other commercial growers. So this is something you just have to work out on your, you have to be a business person to not everything's all money driven, but you have to consider all these. Otherwise, it's just business. If you lose money all the time, it's business not sustainable.
Right. Right. Well, you are definitely doing something right because you are sustainable and you have repeat customers that are coming
Yes.
in, and it sounds like you have new customers that are
Yeah,
coming in.
I think that,
Yeah.
yeah, word of mouth is, I I almost think your magazine help other people say, oh, there's a such thing called micro business. A lot of people didn't know. So that
Right.
word go too far away, other part of, not local people, we educate local people so they know, but people far away start noticing it. Then start, they say, oh, they like craft flower. And the word of mouth. So then they come here once, then they come here twice. So we like to um, keep the customer coming, so we enjoy when they say they like it. We're just so happy. It's happy,
Right.
not just making money, but also happy our achievement.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Well, and you're sharing it with your community. It's community love and support.
Yes, we do. If we talk about the village of Decatur, it is a small city, small village, 1,800 people. So we do support our local food bank. We support our local business. We want everybody grow together with, we all grow together, not just us.
Right. I love that. And that's really what the cannabis industry is all about. I mean, we have such a new and flourishing industry, and we all have to keep tight, and we're all fighting the good fight.
It is. I agree with you. It is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, Luann, what does 2020 2022 look like for you? What's in the works?
2020. Okay. So we do have as a micro business, we do have a integrated team, vertical team, where I think our the payroll cost is higher than just a dispensary, or maybe
Okay.
just because we have a growers, we have processor, we have people make gummies or edibles, and have to have compliant with the sales. So we just have to. We have an employee of, not counting me, we have 7 employees. We want to fully utilize their skills, now being trained, they're doing very well. So we can more productive for the next coming year. And we want to stabilize our product instead of, oh, we're going to make 15 strain now. I don't think that's our plan. We might still have 5 6 and keep the quality and the productivity in mind to grow that. I think then the good thing will come. I think, we're so stabilized, we're so, we have a build up inventory. Maybe we study another strain, study another edibles. We're gradually increase our lines, but we're focused on our process and the quality, either we the same or better. I think that's our focus.
Okay. And what are your products again? You have flour,
We have a flower for
edibles.
sure, and we have
Okay.
gummies. Our gummies pretty it's become our staple. People from like far away come here um weekly just buy the gummies. And my daughter gave a couple of speech. She's the assistant manager to the local like library group, a senior group, and cancer patient group. Just discuss with them the effect of cannabis. So we opened the door to a lot of senior people. They didn't know that can ease their pain, can ease their anxiety. So we're so happy. I think that be educating and promoting to the people with that with different problems. It might be become our goal to be next year. We educate people about the cannabis. We see the effect. We're very happy about that.
I love that. I love that, you're breaking down the stigmas and that you're wanting to educate. And oh, hey, by the way, the elderly community is open
It
and
is.
yes, and they're
Yeah, we're so
understanding that,
happy. Yeah.
yeah, that they're, they have another modality and something to help ease their pain and their aches and pains. And
And
I'm
they,
so proud of
yeah,
you.
they
Yeah.
shared us with their experience. We're so happy to hear that. Yeah.
Right, right. That's
And we gave a
encouraging.
discount. Yeah, we give discount to senior people to, to encourage them to try different things versus just take. They didn't say they are tired of medicine. They're tired to go to, and you have they don't want to rely on prescriptions. So this just opened that door to them. They just happened in last 2 months. We're so happy
Wow.
to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that is so cool. We don't realize it, but once we do get a certain age, it seems like we have like 8 to 10 different medications that we're on because what one thing is trying to help, let's just say with sleep, and then all of a sudden, we're constipated, so we're just like on all these medicines, and then to be able to understand like, oh, hey, like I can potentially get off of this and I can give myself a better quality of life.
Absolutely.
I love your mission. I love, what you're accomplishing.
Yeah, thank you. That's absolutely. That's the enjoy, to see people tell us, "Oh, I had really good sleep. I haven't had for a long time. I feel sleep. Just take one small piece of gummy." We're so happy to hear that,
Right.
and
Yeah.
no side effect because they fully tested, and of course we're qualified the lab to do that qualification. So that is a good thing for being licensed in commercial, because before you went to the business, uh, MRA had to certify your
Hmm.
facility. So that was a lot of work. But
Yeah.
of course, testing, of course, is frequent, it's a cost, but that also make us feel so safer to do something like that, with a
Yes.
tight so we feel safe for our product to be out. So it's a win. I hope it's a win-win situation.
You hope that what?
It's being commercial instead of being licensed. We do the license business. It will be win-win situation to us and to the customers.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Luann, what, I mean, I know that you've kind of mentioned this a little bit about some of the challenges about the micro business. Is there anything else that you want to capitalize on or let people know that you encountered that you really weren't ready for?
Yeah. So you'll have you have retail sales. You have a girl to support your business. You don't have a flower girl. You have nothing to sell. Then people are, you're also challenged. People are still somewhat compare you with this big dispensary. They have everything. They have a vaping card. They have 5 times different vaping card. They have 20 flowers. They have different concentrate. They have many different edibles. So I'm trying to make within our means, you know, the different product, not just flower. So you are being challenged making good flower, making good distillate, from the distillate making good cartridge, and making good edibles. So it's constant work. You just really have to plan very well. Um, Luckily we have good employees. We learned different things. Now, I learned a lot of different things myself over the course. I think the people want to be in this business really have to prepare about the operation of the grow, the processing, the distillate, just about everything.
Hmm. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a lot of work and a lot of teamwork. And you mentioned you have two daughters. Are they both in the dispensary working with you?
No, just my older one. She is
Okay.
the assistant manager. My younger one already moved to Wisconsin after graduate.
Oh,
So
okay. She's
yeah, hope
flying
someday she might
flying
come
the
back.
nest.
Yeah, she might. Yes, different industry. So hopefully one day
Yeah.
she might come back. But this is really good to have somebody close who can be trained. And Helen's very dedicated to make things work, and she's the one to go out to give a little speech to the library group, a senior group, a patients group, the cancer patient group. Um, that took a lot of time away from, I wouldn't have time to do just all these. So it's I'm very grateful have her to help in the business.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Before we go, Luann, I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out. I just want to say real quick, you're in Florida, and thank you so much for joining us today. I love that you're able to take time away for yourself. And before we started our podcast, we were kind of talking about that. Do you want to say anything about that real quick?
Yeah, I feel it's you can be micro business, you can be owner, you can just grow by yourself or process yourself, or but I feel I like to build a team. Not only I have multiple people, employee enjoy that, become big group, and also you have your personal life because you need to step away time to time, fresh your mind, then go back to work really hard. It's constant work. So I do encourage people to make as a teamwork versus just the owner operation. I think I know it's hard to train, to grow, but I think by the end you're enjoying that.
Well, it definitely sounds like you've learned how to dictate. That's awesome. Well, Luann, thank you so much for joining us today. We
Thank you.
yes, we'll let you get back to enjoying your time. And we'll hopefully see you next time we're in Decanter. We'll have to stop by and say hi.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go, we want to give a shout out to Can Lab. They are a cannabis testing laboratory located in Warren, Michigan. They specialize in testing of cannabis and cannabis derived products, including flower, concentrates, edibles, infused products, and vape products. In addition, Can Lab LLC is fully validated to test over 20 terpenes. So if you're looking for a Can Lab, we encourage you to hit them up. We hope everyone has a nice Thanksgiving. We thank you for joining us this week, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Thank you.